Hello everyone, welcome to in-depth tutorial. In the previous tutorials, we learned about what is Spring and its dependency injection. In Spring, IOC container will create, manage lifecycle, and satisfy all the dependencies of an object. To use IOC container, you have to tell IOC what are your expectations in a language that it understands. That is configuration either by XML or annotations. And you already have done the same thing, communication through configurations, in the case of servlet or JSP, where a third party, that is a web server, was managing your object and you had specified the configuration through web.xml or annotations. Now let's come to the point. Spring has provided loosely coupled IOC based approach. Although Spring saves a lot of object creation, but it increases configurations, and you have to create container object and specify where to look for an object. Apart from that, you have to specify a lot of configuration for database, transactions, security, etc. To solve this problem, Spring Boot is developed. Basically, Spring Boot is an independent project under the Spring umbrella which automates the bootstrap process, means up and running process of Spring applications. And if you just started learning Spring, then you should start with Spring Boot, because plain Spring, whether it is core Spring, web, data or security, it's old school stuff without Spring Boot. And in this tutorial series, I'll teach you the all concepts of core Spring using Boot and how it has reduced the efforts. And after that, I'll make some more series like Spring MVC with Boot, Spring Data with Boot, Spring Security with Boot, etc. Let's summarize the advantages of Spring Boot over plain Spring. Spring Boot provides intelligent defaults of jar files and configurations of different type of applications. As Spring Boot is an opinionated framework, as written on the site here, you can see we take an opinionated view. That means Spring Boot will put an opinion of configuration and jars, and you can customize that as well. In plain Spring, we have to create container by ourselves, but with Spring Boot, container will be already available for you. And third point is, there's no need to specify where to look for an object dependencies. Spring Boot will automatically do this for you. And the fourth point is, Spring Boot provides a single way of executing all type of application, whether it is a console app or web app, etc. All starts with a main method like you used to do when you started learning Java. And fifth point is, Spring Boot provides embedded web servers for a web application and REST services so that they can be distributed as standalone applications. And the last point is, in the case of web application with Spring Boot, you can have a var or even executable standalone jar file that will include your code and a web server. That's all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we'll be making our first Spring application using Boot. Please subscribe to my channel and thanks for watching.